welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to the program Just with Victoria here today. So in today's video, as you can see, this is an Ankara fabric. So I wanted to make somewhere to be on Tuesday, next week Tuesday. So I was like, what will I wear? So I was like, now this Ankara fabric at all. I was like, okay, well, let me come up with something. Whew, I don't know yet, but I think I want to make a palazzo trouser, no, a elastic trouser and a flare top that the back is going to be open and it's going to have a button in the back. Very simple and easy because I don't have too much time to sit down with a dress for a long time because I have so much work. I just want quick and fast things. So along with me, so first thing that we're going to do is sew the pants, the down pants. Then it's going to be an elastic, and I don't think I've made a video on how to make an elastic trouser on my YouTube channel. I think it's only the zip one. So I'm going to be show you guys how I cut the upper part and the down part and how I'm going to stitch it. And you're going to see it on my body later on. So let us get started. Let me arrange this and come back. I don't know, I've been stressed out and I'm so sorry guys that I've not been uploading these days. I've not been uploading. The reason was because I've been busy, very busy. My sister wedding is coming up December 17th, so it's been busy for me sewing a lot of dresses. And if you've not subscribed, because my sister wedding series is coming up very soon, that I'm going to be uploading for you guys how I made a traditional wear, how I made a wedding dress, how I introduced all the fabric to you guys, how I made all the dresses, our pre-wedding photo shoot. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So it has been a long time and I collected a Clyde dress too. So everything was just too much. I couldn't edit or anything. But I'll make sure I upload this before my sister wedding series. Sorry guys. So let's just get, I think my introduction is too much. So let's just get right to the cutting of this and go to the sewing. And wow, I can't wait to see this on me. I don't know, I think it's going to be nice. I don't know. Anyhow, let's get started. So guys, so guys, the measurement you need for this and for this dress, for the pants, I told you guys I'm going to be cutting out the pants first. For me, I'm going to be using all these lengths. So you measure your client's length. And sorry, the measurement you need is your pants length, your waist, your hip, your tightening, your your crotch measurement, and yeah, that is all we need for this. Like I told you guys, this is my own dress, so I'm so tired to be writing all the measurement down. So just make sure you get what I'm trying to say. So this is the thing that we're going to be using. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a straight line for the straight line. Let's draw a straight line. I've seen my ruler back. I was looking for it in one of my sister wedding series video I was doing. So I think you will have not watched it before now. So this is going to be our straight line. Yeah, this is going to be our waistline. So the next line will be, so guys, now that we have drawn the start line, that means it's the waistline. So the first thing that we're going to do is fold your dress into two. How to know how to fold this dress? Your tight line, divide it by 2 and add 1 inches for the sewing allowance. So for this, we are going to be doing, and this is put it in mind that this dress is actually a dress that there's no zip there. It's an elastic dress. It's an elastic pant trouser. So then you don't need to be putting all the hip cuff and all of that to this dress. So the first measurement I've measured is the straight line. I hope you guys can see it. I cannot get. Oh, I've been stressed out these days. I've not really gone to my desk. So the band I want to be using is 2 inches band. So you're going to be putting the 2 inches out there, like you could see. Put the 2 inches like this on top out. So the next measurement that we are going to be doing now is the hip line, and that is 10 inches. You can measure your client is 10 inches and the crotch line. My crotch line is 12 inches. 12 inches. How to get your crotch line? Just sit down on a stool and measure it from your waist to the down part of where you sit. You get it. And your length. Then I want to use all this length, so I'm not going to be cutting it. So the next, let me use straight ruler to draw this measurement I've done here. And I just have to do this. So I hope you guys can see this line. I hope it's seeable. I think this white chalk is seeable, so it's nice. So the next thing that we're going to do now is the measurement. So because this is we are supposed to use the measurement for my waist, but because this is an elastic dress, so we don't want it to be too, so you can wear it very easy and easy going. So we are going to be using the hip measurements to do it. So we are going to divide my hip measurement divided by 4. My hip is 42 divided by 4, and that is 10 with dot inches 2 inches. So you're going to draw it like this. You measure your hip, you do the same thing to the hip side too, and you add, I'm coming. So as you can see, this is the my hip divided by 4. So we are going to be adding 1 inches to it. We're going to be adding 1 inches for the sewing allowance. Then I'll add the same thing to the hip side. Then I'll draw a straight line. Where's my ruler? Just now. Okay. I'll draw a straight line with it like this. I hope you're getting it. Then I'll draw this to the edge of this. So the next thing is that we are going to do a tightening. Tightening divided by 2. Make sure you know that this tightening should be divided by 2, not 4. Here, my tightening is 26. 26 divided by 2, and that is 13 inches. So 13 inches here, 13 inches here, and add 1 inches to it for sewing allowance. Add 1 inches to it. So this is where we cuff it. You can use your cuff ruler to do this, or you can use anything just like this, or you use hand your free hand method to do it. So whew, this is huge. So I hope you guys can see it very well. So this is our crotch and line, and this is the crotch line. So the next measurement that we are going now is get my like the down measurement. I'm going to add do this my tightening, sorry, divided by my tightening divided by, to get the down part. I'm going to measure my tightening, remove 4 from it, and that is 13 inches. So I'm going to be removing for 1 2 3 4, and I'm going to be removing for 1 2 3 4. That makes it 9 inches. So I'm going to be putting 9 inches for this down part. I hope you guys can see it. Let me drag it down. So the tightening will be 9 inches for this down part. So 9 inches. So after chalking out the 9 inches, so we are going to connect this with this. Yeah, we're going to be connecting it together. Like, I'm coming. So this is the 9 inches. So I'm going to be connecting it with this one. Yeah, I'm going to be connecting it together. So you just connect it with this. This is not a pant that's too, like, it's not pant that's too loose, like not too loose and not too hard. So that's it. Sorry, my chalk is very small. I don't know. So the next thing now that we are going to do is cut this out. We are going to cut this out. So like I said, we are going to cut it out. So let's cut this out. Because this is on fold, so we are going to split it into 2. split this into two. Now, but I already add the 2 inches to this. So the next thing that we're doing is showing the, oh god, sewing the upper, cutting the back. Sorry, guys. So, guys, this is the back part. Like you know that my I used all the measurement for this one, so there was no too much this thing. So let me explain how you're going to be cutting your back with this. The only difference between the back and the front is that you fold this fabric into two, just the way we did the first one, the front part. But this side you put 2 inches to be, the back will be 2 inches bigger than the front. Yeah, and the difference is that this upper part you are going to measure 1.5 inches, because mine there was not too much measure, so I'm going to be using only this one. If you have much hip, much this, so it will sit well on your body. Like this for my own, it may later be opening or something, but I shall use it like that because there was no fabric and I don't want to join to the upper part, so I'm going to be using this one. But when you want to do yours, add 1.5 inch. Make sure you use more longer fabric. If you are using materials, so to be better, you use materials that has 60 inches long. So because you know Ankara is 44 inches long, so, and I'm tall, I'm a bit tall, so, and I needed my Ankara trouser to be long enough with what I want. Like I don't want just normal, you get. So the thing is that I'm just going to be using this 1 inches only, or half inches. You have to be make yours 1.5 inch. I hope you get. So the only difference now is that the upper part should be big, the front, the back should be big with 1.5 inch in the upper part, and the side 2 inches. And if you if we're actually making this dress a zip dress, we are going to be adding 2 inches upper here to sit well. But because it's an elastic dress, so the 1.5 inches is okay. So I'm going to be cutting this out now. So we are done cutting out the down part and the down part, what do they call it, the upper part and the down part. We're done cutting it out. So the next thing now is me cutting out the band. I'm going to cut out the band, then we are going to go to the, what do they call it, the, how, because I want the top to be a free top, because I don't want too much, like I don't want too much paparazzi on this outfit. I just want simple, classic, and going. It's even slippers I'm going to be wearing on that, so I don't want too much paparazzi. So I just want free top, then I'm going to be cutting it L shape. You'll see how I'm going to cut it very soon. So first of all, I'm going to be cutting the band of this, then I'll go to the top part. I'm coming. So guys, we are going to the top part. Like I told you guys that I want a free top and very very free. I don't want too much. You get. So this is how I'm going to be cutting out the top, like this. I'm going to be splitting it like this. So I'm going to be cutting the front part first. So the back part is going to be open a little bit in the down part, and there's going to be a button in the front, in the, sorry, there's going to be a button in the back part, upper part. So the first thing that we're going to do is place your dress just the way I did it, and make sure your length, any, if you want to make this type of dress, make sure when you are starting your length, it is the shorter part you make it, because if you go and start here, this space is always longer than this space. So if you go and start here, this space will be shorter. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So the length that I'm going to be using is 30 inches of, so 13 inches. I'm going to be using 30 inches. So for this outfit, you need a normal basic measurement for it. So you just hear what I'm trying to say, because the short finish and So the next thing, that after you measure your shoulder measurement and divide it by, you measure your shoulder measurement and divide it by, what do they call it, by two, by divide it by two, and that is 8 inches. So I'm going to be using 8 inches for this, 8 inches. And well, if you have not seen this chalk, just draw a basic body, a basic body, your chest line, and put it on top. Just hear what I'm saying. From here, you go down by, for your armhole measurement is 8 inches. For your shoulder slope, 1 inches, and go like this. Where's my stretch ruler? From here, 3 by 3. Hey, you go down like this. It's just, and you know the fabric is not that much, so I want to manage it. So my hip line, my hip is sorry, bust line. My bust is 40. That is 10 inches. That's 10 inches. So 10 inches. Add these. So you divide your hip by 4. That's my own is 10. You add 1. So you add 1 inches to it for the allowance, so it will not be too much. So you just draw your armhole. You just draw your armhole and you start. So that is all. And I'm going to cut this out now and show you guys. So for this, I forgot to measure. So you now do the 30 inches here too. So it will match with this place. You do the 30 inches. So I'm trying to make the 30 inches here too. Let's see. So I'm just cut it out now. So this is the armhole. So I'm going to be cutting out the neck. For the neck, I'm going to be working with the normal neck, 3 inches, 3 inches. So you work with it, 3 inches for the down and 3 inches for the down. 3 inches for the up, 3 inches for the down. So where's my cuff? So if you don't have cuff, I can't find my cuff this thing, so you just use your hand to do it. If you are a beginner, you can look for a cuff to do it. If you cannot do it, it's just the way I'm doing my. So, so this is how it's going to look. As you can see, it's a free top. There's not too much paparazzi inside. So I just wanted something free. And so the difference between this one and the back is that we're going to be adding 1 inches extra. I'm trying to trim out the armhole very well. So this is it. Yeah. So this is it, and it's very kind of a bit free. So this, I'm going to be using this to cut out the back now. Let me place it and I'll be back. I'm trying to place it well, so you calm down to place it very well, so it will not be too much. I only needed 1 inches, so I needed more 1 inches because the down I'm going to be. This is why I said place it very well, because this thing can be tricky sometimes. So you just make sure it's not tricky. So the 1 inches, I'm going to be adding it here. So you can use 1.5. You can use. So I'm thinking of using. Okay, 1 inches is okay. So this is the 1 inches I'm going to be using. You can, if you have the chance to do it here, you can do it. So this is the 1 inches because I'm still going to cut this down part into two. I'm going to cut the back into two. Like I told you guys, this dress is actually a so the armhole will be the same thing, but the only difference is and the neck. Let me show you how you. The neck will be 3 inches like this. Oh no. So the neck will be 3 inches, 3 inches, and the the depth, the like the. Am I showing you guys? This space will be 1 inches or 1.5 inches. Anyone you want to use. Oh God, I'm so tired. So we are going to be using this 1.5 inches or 1 inches, anyone you want to. So I'm using 1 inches for this, and you cut it like this. So that is the difference between the back and the front. The only difference is that the neck is upper 3 by 1, but for the front 3 by 3, and 1 inches extra for the side because I'm still going to pleat. This 1 inches is going to come back to this side because when I split this place, I split it into two. I'm going to be turning it. I'm going to be explaining to you guys very soon so you get it. So I'm cutting it out now. Oh no. Oh. So we are going to put, I made a mistake, so you should not make that too. We are going to put the 1 inches in the zipper in this place too. So it's supposed to be 1 inches because I'm still going to turn it. But me, because of this, I'm going to be putting something in this back. So it will, I'll just show you guys later. It was supposed to be 1 inches here too, but I made a mistake and yeah, I'll now split the back into two. Split it into two. Yeah, split the back into two. So I'm going to be using. So we are going to sew this from maybe 6 inches of this, 6 inches, or to show it downward, and that is it. So the next thing now that I'm going to show you guys is how to cut the hand. Okay guys, so I'm struggling with this hand because the hand we are supposed to cut it just the way I'm cutting the top, so it should be more free. But because the dress is not that much, it's not much, so I'm gonna be cutting it as A shape. But if your fabric is many, very many, you can cut it just the way we cut out the upper part of the dress. So I'm cutting this. I'm still going to be joining the with upper part. So I'm seeing. So let's cut out these two. So sorry guys, I have to do this. Let's cut out these two. Yeah. What's wrong with this? Okay. So we are going to place this like this, and it's going to join this. We're going to use it to join these two together because I want the dress to be a little bit long than my hand. Sorry, my hand. Please be patient. So I want the dress to be a little bit longer in my hand. So I want to make it like, oh god, 28 inches. So yeah, it's okay. So I'll draw it like this. I hope you guys can see it. So if your fabric is many, you can just do it straightforward. You don't have to do all this stress that I'm going through. So this is it. You do the 8 inches. Sorry, I want to adjust this. Yes, I just want to make it more okay. So, so this is 28 inches. So I'm going to be chalking out the 28 inches. Then you measure from this place to this place 4 inches, and you draw your straight line. That's my rule. I can't find my rule. I usually used to lose ruler. I don't know. See what give me. So let me just draw a straight line with my hand, even if it's not straight. Let it just be like so. You cuff it like this, just the way you want. Then you start doing the. If your cloth is not many like mine, you can do my style. But if your cloth is many, very many, do it. It will be more fine in flare than this style. So it will be more fine in flare than what I'm doing right now. So just make sure you are doing it right. I don't even know how to cut it self now. So this is this is it. You can see the flare is a bit long. So this is the two, and I'm going to be joining it to the upper part. So I'm splitting it. So I'm going to be joining it like this. As you can see, so it's more. If you do it like this, it's more nicer than this my own. But if your fabric is not much, you can actually do it like mine. So it will be a bit okay. So yeah, that is it. So the next thing that we're going now is the sewing. So we're going to be sewing now. This is huge. I'm so tired. So look at it. So if you did not understand how I cut this, just let me know. I'll do another video on it. Just a flare when you are cutting a pepper circular top, but half circular top, that's how I cut it. So you just do your normal basic measurement and voila, you're done. So this is it. To be so nice on your body. And the back, you add 1 inches to it and 1 inches to it, and you tie it up. So yeah. So I wanted to cut the facing. Or let me just use another fabric to do the facing. I'm thinking maybe I should use another fabric to do the facing. But if your fabric is much, very many, you can use your fabric to do the facing. So I'm going to be cutting the facing offline. Then the next thing, so when I'm coming back, I will have joined. So the next thing that we're going to do now is go and join this place together. This place, you join it together. You join this the back part together. So when I join it finish, I'll come and show you guys. Then I'm going to join the facing to the fabric, and I'll come and show you guys the next step we are going. Alright guys, so I couldn't do the sewing tutorial, but I'm going to use my mouth to explain to you guys. Then I changed the style for the front, as you can see. I put a plain mattress in the front. So this is what I did. I cut the front into two, then I cut 2 inches of that plain materials, and I added and I do a polo. How to cut the polo is already on my YouTube channel, so then I did the normal sewing for everything, and that is it. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then thank you so much, and that is all for this video. Thank you so much. See you on my next video. Bye.